Hi guys, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to the Illumin Guru. I have the back door of my office open. Stella's out on the deck, but there's some lawn mowing and noise in the back, so I may have to get up and shut the door. I just wanted to let you guys know. Hopefully the sound will be okay. So I'm here with your weekly energy update for Twin Flames. So I post the videos usually a couple days early for the week ahead, the current energies in the week ahead. So we are now on the new moon. It's October 19th. So we're now on the new moon in Libra. And that'll be in this reading a little bit. But if you want to really get the energies that have been leading up to that, you can watch my last video that's entitled October New Moon in Libra. So for Twin Flames and Divine Love couples, I've got your energy update here. I want to just remind you that on 11/11, November 11th in the morning, it's a Saturday, I'm holding a workshop called Manifestation and Abundance. It's like all about how to be a better creator of our own experiences and to master the principles of the law of attraction and to create and manifest even under any circumstance or even under the most challenging circumstances. I can assist you in doing that. So it's going to be a great class. It'll be an hour and a half, 2-hour workshop, and it takes place on a Saturday morning on the East Coast, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time. That's on 11/11. It's a beautiful time to be learning new things, receiving new information, and implementing new ways of being because of the light codes that are being scattered on the planet. And there's so much meaning, I know, on that date for Twin Flames, but I felt very guided to try to hold the workshop on that day. So please join me in that. You can sign up on the website, theilluminguru.com, or you can still go to the twinflamefamily.com. Either one will lead you to the same place. And just click on book a session and classes and workshops. So let's get to this week's reading. Alrighty, so we have, alright, so King of Wands is, I'm starting with the shared energy for the twins. The King of Wands is coming up. And this is about looking out to our futures and asking ourselves what we want to create. It's also about taking some practical steps now towards that creation. And what's happening during this Libra new moon is that we are getting clarity, which is coming up underneath for the twins, for the King of Swords. Somebody in our lives is helping us to see things clearer, or we are gaining clarity to see things clearer, to see the truth of certain situations. And this new moon is really stressing endings and new beginnings. It could be ending our own cycles of behavior, as I talked about in the last video, right? Like our toxic cycles with another, or our own behavior patterns, or ending our standing out of our power, just coming into our power. It could be ending a relationship or having to put something on pause or on hold or to close the door for now. That is very much prevalent, and I feel like the clarity is coming through for that in a much more grounded way, because it's about balancing these things. And then over the twins, they're showing me, and I always love this because, you know, it's showing us the new moon here, is the Eight of Cups. And with the Eight of Cups, this is that feeling of like, no, I just need to walk away for now. In other contexts, I'll tell you sometimes this is coming up when we're defensive and we're not wanting to turn towards the full cups or whatnot. But for this reading, I feel like it's us really having a more firm foundation and looking out at what's going to make us happy and realizing the current circumstance can't hold that for us. It's almost like our soul is calling us away because we know we need to at a higher level. And that could mean that you're going to, you know, kind of pull away from the twin flame 3D dynamic, which is a good thing because it'll help you detach from the attachment, and that'll help heal the connection. I do feel like this is a focus on more creative aspects. We're going to talk about that for both the masculine and the feminine. It's about creating the life that you want, the co-creation with the universe, being intentful about what you want, And if we're caught in circumstances, even with our twin flames or divine loves or soul partners, where we're in cycles of negativity or looking at things and saying, no, I don't want that. No, it's not right. And the longer we stay in that, it's going to keep us stuck. And so when we release ourselves from that, which I do believe that that's what this doesn't feel like defensive running. It's just like it's not time yet. And so since it's not time yet, it's time to get conscious about what we want to create and understand that we're being given that time now to go back into ourselves and start aligning with that manifestation power. A lot of this manifestation stuff is coming in over the next month. It's not by coincidence that I set up that manifestation and abundance workshop for the 11/11, because that's what we're going to be seeing as a theme over the next weeks, okay? Under the bottom of the deck, usually I don't get there. I'm just kind of skipping all over right now, but I want to show you is the Magician. And this is about bringing our ideas into physical form, right? It's about using our emotional, physical, and spiritual bodies, as well as the divine inspiration to bring things into life. And we're really going to talk about what this means for both the feminine and masculine. So for the feminine, a theme that's been prevalent in private session this week, I mean, across the board, and that just keeps coming up is, and I know it's going on right now in the collective, so I'm going to address it, is this theme of like wanting, so you're here, you're right here, and for the feminine, she's wanting to be over here right now. And so she's looking around going, I don't want to be here. This isn't where I want to be. And so I want to be over there. But she's not relishing in how good it's going to feel over here. She's more relishing in how much she doesn't want to be here. And so it's blocking her path. So she's starting to see this now. This is someone's helping her see this, okay? Whether it's a teacher, a healer, a strong man, or a strong voice in her world, someone's helping her see this right now. And I feel like she's seeing that in order to get from here to there, gratitude needs to be present. A surrender of being in the now. So whatever we're idealizing, remember, once you get there, you're always going to want more, and you're going to want more, and you're going to want more, and you're going to want something different. So we're idealizing this like, oh, this would be so much better than this current circumstance. But the truth is that until you start to just relax, stop fighting where you're at, and just relax into it, and remember also, using your divine feminine power, that you're exactly where you need to be. You're being brought here. And some of you, through my private sessions, I mean, like I said, across the board, you're actually physically living in places where you don't want to be. And then you're holding out for some ideal or some future, maybe thought of, being with your twin, or maybe you've just recently made a move. But for the most part, there's a move coming for the feminine. If you haven't just made a move, you're going to be. But that move will manifest as quickly as you relax into where you are. You've got to relax into it and make yourself comfortable in the now, and work on that, and work on the gratefulness, the appreciation for where you're at, because it's that energy that's going to take away the resistance. You can set your seeds of intention, and you can, shoot your rockets of desire for that ideal place. But they're saying, since you're feeling pretty stuck, you got to make that out there vision a little bit more general, and just get tuned into the feeling of it, right? The law of attraction, get tuned into the feeling of it. Well, what's that new place going to feel like? What's that new job going to feel like? The change that you are trying to make feminine, you feminine out there that are listening, whether it's job or the move or the career, it's coming. Like, I'm getting through the next eclipse, February, March, that's when it's going to happen. Over the next few months, your only task is to work on your manifestation power. This is what you're meant to be focusing on, not your twin flame, you and how you can co-create with the universe. And this is something new that you'll be mastering over the next several months. And it's really going to help the connection too, because what's going to happen, or the dynamic, because what's going to happen is you're going to learn a very valuable tool, how not to focus on the negative, how not to fight where you're at right now, because that's the key also to the union with your twin flame. And so, yeah, so I feel that the sun's coming through for the feminine, and this is that there's brighter, if you're feeling really stuck and like you don't like where you are, as soon as you start to find the appreciation, and you start to go, okay, it's not so bad, I'm here for now, I know a change is coming, this is going to be good, and just really relax into it. I hate the word accept, just relax into it. That is going to bring a lot brighter energy. And even for us that are in these, like these wintry type places, even in the winter months, I feel like we have the opportunity to go into a brighter aspect of our lives through optimism, through co-creation, through harnessing our manifestation powers. Okay? So some of that clarity is going to come by going out into nature for you guys. I'm getting this card all through the week too. Keeps coming up in readings. This is opening your heart, being connected to nature. This is getting grounded. This is also about if you're not liking where you're at geographically or physically, go into nature and just find your appreciation for where you're at right now. Okay? It's really important for the feminine to do this. That's where she's going to get some cool ideas. She's going to hear her inner voice. She's going to feel more at peace. This place that she's been at right here, where she wants to get over there, it's riddled with discontent, and there's no peace here. And so they're showing me that this is going to help bring you that peace you need to just relax into where you are. Underneath for the feminine, we have the male-female card coming up, and this came up last week when I only posted a Divine Feminine reading. And this is still about what are our old beliefs about what the masculine role is, what the feminine role is, what did our parents instill in us, and the relationships that we've observed around us, and how have we viewed these roles in the past, and how are our views changing now, and how can we shift into a more open-minded perspective. And so one of the messages that I'm getting is, how do we release the expectations about how things should be? Okay, this isn't about saying, well, okay, the masculine can't take action, so I'll go and take action for him. It's not about that. You still have to harness your masculine and feminine power from within. This is talking more about, like, what are the roles in a relationship? How does that find balance again, right? How does that find balance? Again, Libra, new moon, here we are. What creates balance in an intimate relationship, in a romantic relationship, in your relationships and friendships with others? And where have we been placing a lot of expectation? And usually when there's expectation, there's also blame and disappointment. So where can we release those lines of negativity so that we can create more positive timelines and manifestations? Because some of this is strangulating your twin flame connection, and you guys don't even know it, right? It's the, oh, my twin's such a jerk, or, another guy would do this, or another guy would do that. Or, another woman would, act more feminine, or another woman would be more this, or why can't she just accept me as I am? It's those types of thoughts that's actually creating very negative lines of energy that are holding the twins in resistance. So can we take the expectations and what we've been taught and start to find a new way to be with these roles as we simultaneously harness these energies authentically from within ourselves? Because that, by doing that work from within, that's how we find our beliefs, our new beliefs about what these roles are. we've been rigid. We've been very rigid. And so they're saying to be more flexible in what this can be, and also release the negative attachment to old beliefs with these roles. For the masculine is, okay, so they're showing me the 9 of Cups, which is interesting because I don't feel like he's quite there yet, but he wants to be. But reigning above him is come out of the closet, and it's like there's some lies that he's still telling himself. There are some ways that he's still deceiving himself, and it's holding him apart from this fullness from within. And this is also about him finding it on his own without the feminine, and this is really important. And so he's going to start to work on this, and especially this could be coming from the separation right now. This, whether you've been in separation or you're going into a new type of a 3D separation, this could definitely be prevalent as that by standing on his own, by letting the attachment go, by learning his own lessons and navigating his life, he's going to learn how to fill his emotional cups in a way, and also face his truth and learn some powerful lessons that he hasn't been able to learn or face up until now. We always think that if we hang on or we stay attached, that that's going to, pull the other one up, or pull the other one into greater commitment, or pull the other one into being ready. But the truth is that a lot of times, once we release the attachment, well, always when we release the attachment, the obsession, the attachment, and all of that, and we surrender, and we allow the other person to just be on their journey, they will find that on their own. As you know, you can't bring your partner to their healing. You can elevate the connection by doing your own, but they have to find that on their own. So this is about him finding some truth and running into himself a little bit. There's some things he's hiding from himself, lies that he's believing, things he's telling you or other people that are incongruent. He's getting there, though. An outlet for him, as I've seen in the past too, is music. It's either playing music, writing music, listening to music, venting his frustrations through music. Music's coming in right now as an aspect of, again, and I know I got this message several weeks ago, it's helping him get in touch with his emotions. So underneath the advice cards, or the sort of, what's underneath all of this is, for the feminine, it's listen to your intuitive feelings, okay? Listen to your intuition. And for the masculine, it's that past life issue. And I actually think these are interchangeable too. I think this is kind of for both the twins. We've all brought the past life stuff in to our early child wounding, and that's influencing us now. For the masculine, though, I do feel like this is related, the past life issue and this come out of the closet. There's something subconsciously that's buried from his childhood, and that goes back to patterns that he's had in past lives that is being, it's beaming out to him. His guides, they want him to see it. They want him to see it. So he's going to be shown it over the next year, over the next 6 to 8 months. He'll be waking up more to this and coming into a higher state of consciousness. So this card reads, the situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. And that's part of this, is that the angels, the guides that are around the divine masculine are coming in to assist him over the next 6 to 8 months. And so I do feel that by next spring, many of the masculine are going to make a shift in consciousness. Goosebumps. Can you see? Like, my hairs are standing up, goosebumps. So, yeah, they're showing me, May next year, 2018, many of the divine masculine are making a shift. And it's almost going to be surprising for some. They're the ones that their soul has already decided to go into the shift, but they haven't started doing it yet. It's back there. It's calling to them. There are things around them that are going to start waking them up, and then certain things are going to piece together and lead him to it. His soul already chose it, though. The decision was already been made. So, and that's not all the masculine. That's some of the divine masculine. They've chosen this higher path. May, keep that in mind for those of you that this resonates with. May 2018, we're going to see some awakening. Bottom of the deck for the angel therapy cards is vacuum away fear. We're going to see where this, you are profoundly clairvoyant is where we split to. The cards just fell, and vacuum away fear. So maybe that the message here where that split is that going into your intuition and going into your inner knowing is how we trust in such a way to get out of those low vibrational energies, right? Because when we're in knowing, we're in trust. And when we're in fear, we're not trusting anything, right? And so in order to really tap into what Spirit's saying to us and what we need to harvest and how we need to co-create, we've got to get out of the fear-based energies, okay? There's so much that there's so many downloads right now. There's so much that we're being guided to. If you feel like you're being swept along or guided, or you feel like this, separation or walking away or standing in your power, whatever that is like good, but it feels very out of your control, remember, relax into that too, because that's all about you coming out of the fear of, oh no, this isn't supposed to be happening. I'm afraid to let go. I'm afraid to walk away. I'm afraid to, but your soul's guiding you. You're supposed to be on your own path now where you can feel sunshine and abundance and become a wonderful manifester and be focused on moving forward. Twins always ask me, so if I'm in separation with my twin, am I supposed to date, or what am I supposed to do, or I'm tired of waiting. It's like, a broken record. And I can just tell you that it's not about waiting. You can still hold space for your twin without the attachment and just this card is reminding us to keep moving forward. For the feminine, it feels like her creations, what she wants, what she desires, getting clear on her roles and creating the new physical space she's going to be in, creating the new job or career, getting on her mission, harnessing her power, all that stuff. For the masculine, it's like, finding his truth and really starting to awaken and facing some inner demons, and that stuff is guiding him forward. So this all feels like whatever's happening presently is pushing us forward. Remember that you're being assisted in the forward movement. So even if you feel stuck where you are, remember where you're at right now is assisting you. Also, I have one big thing to say, and I hope if you take nothing else, especially for the Divine Feminine, that you take this with you from this reading. I lost it. Hold on. It's going to come back. When you're in that resistant place and you're, focusing on the ideal and want to be over here, you'd rather be over here. This looks better. This feels better. I can't wait to get there. Like I said, you're holding yourself in resistance. But I want you to also think of it this way, that path to how to get there won't illuminate. It will not light up until you're okay with being right here. Okay? So the biggest message is get okay with being here. Be grateful. See the bigger purpose. Lift up and see why you're here. And start to appreciate it. Relax into it, because that's when that getting all the way over here, that will just illuminate. You'll be guided. The path will light up. It'll feel much easier. It won't feel so far away. It's going to come quicker than you even expect. So take it's like, boom, like that's what they're saying, like, boom, it's going to manifest. But you got to get out of your own way. Okay. And that's what this is the reminder of about too, like getting out of our own way. And if people are kind of showing you, like you've got healers, teachers, friends, sister, brother, sibling, whatever, whoever you're talking to, if they're showing you where you might be in your own way, listen to them. Because I feel like others' advice right now, sometimes it gets all mucky and others' advice can be detrimental. But I think especially for the feminine, whoever's chirping in your ear is helping to validate the clarity that you already know in your heart and your soul. So listen to that. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful week. And I will see you guys next week. Okay, take care. Bye.